This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
New on Curiosity Stream. With superior armies comes superior weapons. How has innovation mechanized the battlefield? From bullets to battleships and everything in between. It's machinery of warfare. Plus, from the gross to the gourmet. See how that in-flight meal lands on your tray table. On secrets of your airline food. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
This is the story of a DNA experiment gone mostly wrong.
BJ and Migs. Mornings.
Consider this.
This happy couple, for instance, have a real problem.
How could you?
Remain calm.
Out of sight.
Be ready for anything.
The pros and cons.
Do not cross the streams.
This is BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Well, if you are looking for a tasty breakfast, I might have something for you.
Okay.
There's a new food on TikTok. It's a big trend going on called Snickles.
Snickles.
Yeah, and I think that if I asked you to try to figure out what this is, you, because you are a reasonable human being, you would never think this was something that people would put together. It's a mashup.
Snickers and fried pickles. Frickles.
You are close.
Wow, interesting.
You are very, very close. It is not fried pickles, but at least as far as I know, it is people hollowing out basically pickles and stuffing them with Snickers.
Okay.
I don't know if they fry them. I haven't.
No, it doesn't look like it. Vicky just pulled up the video of it, and it's just a hollowed out pickle. Is this? I mean, maybe if I'm pregnant, sure. Otherwise, I don't think this sounds like a very good breakfast, BJ.
No, it doesn't. Here we have some audio of the folks trying this out.
No, I can't taste this. That's just not happening. No way. Oh, that's so nasty. The worst part was smelling it while I was chewing it. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life.
I'm looking at this one guy. He just bit right into it, and he looks like he's going to hurl.
Yeah.
Who thinks this is a good idea?
Like me.
You would eat this?
I'm into that for sure.
Pickles with chocolate.
Yeah, I could. It would make chocolate tolerable for me.
Oh, yeah, because you're not a sweets guy.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense then at that point.
And it's like sweet and salty. I could think it'd be delicious.
I don't think you'd like it.
I think I would.
I'm telling you, you wouldn't like this.
Are we going to do a standard dollar bet here?
We're going to do a bet? I'll bring in pickles and a Snickers tomorrow.
Bring 2 Snickers in. Just 1 pickle, though. I don't need to. Yeah, yeah, if you bring it in.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'll try it too.
Right, for science.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, you guys. I mean, look, you guys just like trying everything, but yeah.
You guys are just stupid because I would have been like, yes, you're absolutely right, BJ.
Yeah. I was going to say that, but I thought I'd be nicer and just go. You guys are adventurous.
We know you all too well. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, there's just like the Sour Patch, or whatever the sour balls that you guys had. It's like, yeah, no, I don't think. I'm not a huge pickle fan. I'm not going to turn them down, but to throw Snickers in there, I'd be like, okay, no, I want my Snickers to taste and continue to taste good.
When Danny first introduced me to the pickleback, which is, a pickle shot after a shot of whiskey, I was like, that's going to be terrible. Mm-hmm. And it turned out to be amazing. Yeah. So, you know what? I'm on the pickle train.
Yeah. But do you think you'd like a pickle with a Snickers inside of it?
Yeah, probably not. But again, for science, I mean, you got to try it.
Because I like pickles. I like pickle-infused vodka. I like just drinking pickle juice. I mean, I like all things pickles, except I think this has even gone too far. I don't even think our friend Barnes, who's a big pickle enthusiast, and he's got his pickle Instagram page, I don't think even he would like
Oh,
this.
you think even Barnes wouldn't even do it? Wow.
No. I mean, he might do it, but I don't think he's going to like it.
Yeah. I hope it's not a thing where it's like, wow, I really would like this, but I'm just so averse to it that I won't try it, and then I'm missing out on a great delicacy.
If Danny likes it, I'm convinced he's pregnant.
Congratulations, Danny.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like looking at some of their faces, like I'm wondering if that's part of it. Is like you just can't get over what you're actually eating, with that, but like you're not actually tasting it.
I mean, at least you're hollowing it out so it's not like super juicy.
Pardon me?
Bite into that juicy pickle.
Somebody says, hey, peanut butter and pickle sandwiches, that's straight fire.
Yeah. Let's see. I haven't tried that either.
Well, Snickers isn't really peanut butter. I mean, it's got peanuts. Well,
No.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
don't
just
know.
a weird concoction, so they're just, I think, making that comparison.
I think they just wanted to say snickle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hadn't thought about the peanut butter pickle sandwiches. I suppose that is.
I don't want that either.
Yeah,
When you
I
first
do
said,
like peanut butter.
When you first said snickle, I thought you were going to say Snickers like coated with Skittles.
Oh.
For some reason, that's what my brain connected. But then
That's even worse. All right, now I won't.
No, that's not worse. That sounds better.
No, I'll have a snickle instead of that.
But that would be a sniddle.
Sniddle.
Excuse me.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your kids will be saying,
"Please 5 more minutes. I can't believe I did that."
and
"Look how high I can bounce."
Spring Free is the world's safest trampoline, the place where stories are made. The innovative design boasts no springs, so you know you're safe. Go ahead and create the greatest stories you'll tell your friends. We're back in stock. Get it while you can. To learn more about the world's safest trampoline, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Mom, come watch us.
It surely doesn't sound right.
That sounds like you have to apologize to your significant other the next day about.
Yeah. I'm so sorry I sniddled. My apologies. We got a woman that had to be duct taped to an airplane seat. Why? Oh, Steve's going to tell you why. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:18 on The Rock.
You're listening to BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks to Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spas for giving us the Migs Report. And today is the day to whip up some Jell-O and eat your Jell-O. It's National Eat Jell-O Day.
All right.
Maybe pour some alcohol in there and have a Jell-O shot.
Yeah.
There you go. Also, it's National Pecan Pie Day.
Oh, I like that better.
Nice. Do you?
Oh, then Jell-O? Yeah.
I like those praline pecans that are at Costco, but I don't know about a whole pie. I just want to eat the pecans.
Just
so
a
good.
slice is pretty much enough.
Yeah,
but
it's a little too rich for me.
It's so good.
It is. All right, well, let's eat some pecan pie and then a Jell-O shot, and we're good for today.
Oh, look at that. Sounds like Thanksgiving.
As long as we stay off a plane and don't cause a scene, I think we'll be okay. And that's what happened on a flight from Dallas-Fort Worth to Charlotte, North Carolina. They had to delay the flight and they had to deal with a bunch of stuff because, well, as they called it, chaos broke out. And what happened? A woman who they say was apparently unhinged. And I think you can kind of figure that out when she needed to be duct taped to the seat that she was sitting in because she attacked the flight crew and tried to open up the door of the aircraft mid-flight.
Oh, boy.
That's just not what you do. I mean, there's video of it on social media. It's a gray-haired woman with silver duct tape all over her mouth, her body, and she's taped to the seat, still going crazy and losing her mind. It took 5 of their flight attendants to subdue her and take her down. So I don't know what this I mean,
wow.
I don't know what was going on with this lady, but man, oh man, she was quite the problem.
Yeah.
Imagine sitting next to her for the rest of that flight.
Yeah.
Kind of funny.
I don't think I would like that.
Well, I mean, she's taped up. She can't do anything at that point.
I just sit next to her and ask her a bunch of questions.
How's your flight going?
Oh,
what do you do
man.
for a living?
Wow. That's.
I'll have her nuts because clearly she can't eat them.
That's a good point. Yeah, she's all duct taped, so whatever her meal was going to be, I'll have it.
I don't know if I've ever been on a plane where it's been that. Well, I know I haven't been on a plane where it's been that bad. I mean, I've had, there's been instances where like you can tell a flight attendant's talking to someone. I don't know why, but like it looks like some kind of drama is going on between the flight attendant and the passenger, but not to the point where they had to pull out duct tape and duct tape a person.
Yeah, it's good to know that they have duct tape on the plane. I mean, it does fix everything. So I suppose, in case of emergency.
What a day.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's.
How
I've
was
been
your
on
flight?
a lot of flights.
Well, I got duct taped to a flight.
Yeah. Yeah, I got duct taped. Otherwise, it was good. I wonder what was going on in her brain. I don't know if she was drunk, mental illness, but opening a door on a plane in midair is not the way to feel better.
No, or attacking the flight crew. None of that's a good idea. She was taken to the local hospital, and how about though she's been placed on the internal no-fly list? I don't know why. I mean,
Oh, really?
Everyone deserves a second chance, don't you think?
Yeah, really. I wish they would tell us like what is up if she was like really mad at something,
or just maybe she was just like having a panic attack. Because some people get really like people's anxiety goes through the roof when they're on a flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a severe panic attack.
True.
Like that you just lose it and want to open the door.
All right, this is a scary situation, and I'm a fan of amusement parks and rides, but man, I saw this, and it's like, so there's a carnival ride in Michigan, and it malfunctioned to the point where bystanders had to help and stabilize the ride. It's called the Magic Carpet Ride. I don't know if you've ever seen this kind of ride, where it's like you kind of just kind of go up and down, and you go in a circle, and it's a fun ride. But when you look at this ride, the base of it wasn't secure, or I don't know what was going on, but it was starting to wobble, and it looked like it was going to tip over while people were in the ride still going around in a circle, to the point where a bunch of a bunch of people that were at the amusement park, thankfully, thought better of what was going on, and she said, you know what, if a bunch of us just stand on this base, we'll provide enough weight to keep it down. And that's exactly what they did until the ride was able to slow down to the point where all the people that were on the ride were able to get off.
Wow. You know what? For once, I would feel like a hero because I would be heavy enough to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, this is something where you really don't have to do much other than just put your weight into it.
Oh, finally a job meant for me.
You don't
It's
have to
heavy
lift
man.
anything. You don't have to hold anybody. You just have to put your fat ass on this ride and help people out.
Thanks, heavy man. You saved us.
Right. Thank you for eating all those deep fried Twinkies.
That's
at
right.
The carnival.
I knew someday my time would come.
Of course, somebody who decided not to help but pull out their cell phone and film the situation, put it out there on social media, and here's how it sounded.
Oh my God.
Bro, you've got to be kidding me. Someone's getting fired.
I mean, if that's part of the job, yeah, I would hope so. Like, part of your job is to stabilize the base.
But seriously, the one that's recording and then someone's getting fired guy, really, people who look like they could really get seriously hurt, and you're just going to go, oh, whoa, someone's getting fired.
Well, it sounded like a stoner.
Yeah, it surely did.
Whoa, man. Someone's getting fired.
Stoner Man wasn't any help, but you know who was? Heavy Man.
The thing is, like, this seems like one of those, like, just makeshift amusement parks where they just kind of pull up. I've seen them over at, like, the South Hill Mall. They'll have, like, random rides. I don't know if you guys ever had this when you were a kid, but in Brooklyn, I don't know. Now looking back on it, it just seems like a disaster waiting to happen. There was, like, a guy that would drive around, like, with a little truck, like a little flatbed, and it had like, a amusement park ride, like a Ferris wheel on it.
Oh,
and we would all, like, see this car. It was, like, just like a mobile Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
And wherever he would go, he would just, like, sometimes just stop, and for a couple bucks, you'd pay him, and you get to ride on the Ferris wheel, like, on your block.
I'll pass, thanks.
We did this all the time. It was like the ice cream. It was like you had the ice cream man or you had the Ferris wheel man.
I've never heard of somebody driving around with a mobile Ferris wheel.
Never heard of that.
And I was now looking back on it, wonder, like, was he going to an amusement park and said, I could make a couple bucks if I just stop in the middle of a block and just wait for, like, random stupid kids like Steve to give me $1 or $2 to go on the ride.
Yeah,
but can you blame this guy? He knows that this is the crowd that went to Action Park. I'm sure he's
true.
way safe. Way safer than that.
That could have been his catchphrase, like, hey, we're safe in an Action Park.
That's a fact.
But it just seems like a disaster waiting to happen when you think back on it.
It really made. I feel like in your part of the country, people just didn't care if the kids lived or died.
Everyone sharing this. I just thought this was like a thing, and so many people look at me like I'm crazy. Like, no, there weren't just random people driving around the streets of our neighborhood giving us Ferris wheel rides.
I think that a lot of people in the neighborhoods we grew up in, Steve, they were like, yeah, we want our children to come back healthy. We want them to be okay.
Yeah, these rides are some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's head on over to Ohio, where a state patrol officer had to pull somebody over, and while they pulled him over, they realized something's wrong with this guy. He started choking. Reason why he started choking is, well, he had a bag of weed and decided to swallow it.
Oh,
He didn't want to get in
okay.
trouble, and you've seen that in the movies. Typically, they don't swallow the actual bag. They swallow what was inside the bag, but this guy just said, screw it, I'm swallowing the entire baggie of marijuana, to the point where he started choking, and then that police officer had to give him the Heimlich maneuver to get the bag of weed out of his throat.
That's genius.
The best part is this is happening on the side of the road when he got pulled over. So imagine like you're driving by and you see this officer that's like basically behind the guy, just jerking him closer to the... It's just a weird visual, man.
Am I arrested? Are we dating? What's happening?
Well, he fortunately is able to survive from the situation. The cop was able to save his life, and he was cited for speeding, failure to wear a seatbelt, and also marijuana possession.
Oh, nice.
And I think that one needs to give like a little like gold star to that police officer though for thinking quickly.
Yeah, really. And also, I mean, does he get to keep? Is it a prize? Do you get to keep what he coughed up?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Screw taking it to the evidence room. You get to
Yeah.
keep the weed.
Nice.
That's exactly what the officer wants.
Yeah, that's
good.
Yeah.
Hey, Mariners were looking good for the weekend until yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw. They lost to the Angels 7-1. I don't know. Was Rally Kid there or not? That's the question. BJ, did you see what was going on with Rally Kid?
I don't know Rally Kid.
There was a kid that was at the game. He started doing like a funny dance. It was up on the big screen, and then all of a sudden the team started turning it up. That's the game where I think Haniger had the grand slam, and they ended up having a big rally to win the game.
Oh,
I think it was
nice.
on Friday. And so this kid was like all over the internet. People were losing their minds. # Rally Kid. He was a fun little dancer. After the game, a bunch of the players said what's up to him. The manager of the Mariners autographed like something for him. The players
That's awesome.
Players were giving him a hat. Next game, all of a sudden, he gets invited back to the game. The Mariners win that game. They got him a jersey that says Rally Kid on the back of it, number 21 for 2021.
Wow.
More players hooked him up with stuff as well. It was a pretty cool story, but I don't know if he was at the game yesterday. If he wasn't, well, he failed us. Rally Kid. He needs to come to every game. That's our guy.
That is well. Listen, every team has something like that, man. You know, where every once in a while they adopt something that just inspires them to the rally. So why not Rally Kid and play the video? If he's not there, just play the video.
I'll just show that video of Rally Kid at all times.
Yeah.
It was a cute kid, man. It was pretty awesome to see like how much love he was getting from the players, like him going down to the field and the Mariners manager and the team all waiting for him to hook him up with stuff.
Dude, that is so awesome.
I love
I'm
those
watching,
kind of
I'm watching the
moments,
video right now.
Yeah.
And, whoa, what a moment for this kid.
I mean, they're all riding high because they had a big come from behind victory, and then they find out that Rally Kid was a big part of it, at least for the
That's so
fans.
cool. I love that. I love Rally Kid now. Man, that's the best dream you ever have as a little kid, is that something like that happens to you while watching your favorite team.
See, I mean, Lily wanted to be on the big screen so bad. If she would have just danced a little bit more crazy, she could have been Rally Kid.
Yeah. No. She got tired of dancing, and she was like, Dad, I don't want to dance anymore. We made the big screen. We're good.
Well, that's not a good way to think if you want to be Rally Kid.
I know. Yeah, I'm going to have to tell her about this kid and be like, you got to step up your game.
Rally Kid's dedicated. Rally Kid cares.
Yeah.
Rally Kid wants it.
Yeah. It's true.
Oh, you know who didn't want it was Conor McGregor. I don't know if you guys caught any of the
dude.
footage. Oh, it was rough, man. He broke his leg in the first round, and it just snapped. I
Really?
guess it was a
Oh,
clean
so
break of the
gross.
tibia, man, and it is gnarly. It just, and they, of course, had to stop the fight, so he lost the fight because of that. He had surgery. It sounds like he's going to be okay. But the great part is just like still the chaos and the drama between him and that Dustin Poirier guy continues as he's on the. I mean, Conor McGregor's just saying a bunch of stupid ass when he's being interviewed after the fact. Dustin's wife is flipping him off in the octagon while all this is going on. I mean, there's just no love lost between the two of them. They're like, we're going to still have a fight, whether it's in the octagon or it's out in the streets. At some point, we're going to have our fight. So that's what happened with the big UFC fight between him and Dustin Poirier.
Wow, that's that. What a beating that is after all that, and then he breaks his leg.
Right.
Damn.
And it's, I mean, if you're the type of person that doesn't like to see that stuff stay away from the internet.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
It's all over there.
Everywhere.
As far as weather, we're going to hit a high at 79 degrees today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, quick self-plug or shameless self-plug. Catch me and Taryn Daly today. We're going to be on New Day Northwest. We're going to be the guests in the Hot Topics situation.
Nice.
And that's, of course, on King 5, I think, at 11 o'clock, New Day Northwest. And that's the Migs Report, and that's what's up.
Oh, very cool. Well, congratulations, sir, on all of your efforts. Just don't break a leg.
Oh,
I mean, even though they tell you to break a leg when you're going on like television or movies or something, but I think Conor McGregor's going to have that whole thing changed.
I don't even know what that would feel like. Like, there you are, just like,
painful.
Yes, absolutely. But just to have it like, you're in the middle of a fight and it just snaps.
Or would it, though? Because at that point, your adrenaline's going.
Well, and
you might not feel it immediately.
At first, yeah.
When he stepped back and the ankle did its little bendy thingy and he was standing basically on the stump, not on the foot, he didn't notice. You just suddenly fall down. So, yeah, I do not think that he actually saw it or felt it or anything.
Damn.
You had a buddy once when he was in a wrestling match. Like, he was doing some kind of a crazy move where he was spinning around the guy. And when he landed, he broke his arm.
Oh.
But he's a Canadian dude, so he was just like, well, I don't feel like spending all the money here to get my arm handled at an ER. So he wrapped it up with a bunch of ice and just set it so he could get and then drove back to Canada. So, because obviously they have a different healthcare situation over there. And he didn't want to deal with how. So I'm just like, man, they probably got you through at least to, I don't know, maybe Marysville.
Oh,
and then after that, I don't even know what that would be like.
Yeah.
It's like Smokey and the Bandit just trying to get to the border to get the health care.
Right? It's a race against your adrenaline.
Oh, gosh.
Man, that is hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm such a big baby. I would have said, I don't care how much it's going to cost. Fix this now.
Right. I want this taken care of immediately.
Yeah. Wow. Damn. On Friday, Steve, he did get this one right.
A dodecagon is a polygon with how many sides?
6.
No.
9.
No.
12.
Yes.
Nice.
I still can't believe you got that right. Right? Yeah. I mean, I guess it is the progression 6, 9, and 12. If you go by 3, I guess in a way,
to be honest,
do it right.
I forgot that I even got it right, and I was like, I don't even remember what the answer is.
Oh, wow.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I didn't want to hear that. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. Maybe he won't be such a luck bomber as we play Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank account, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of the Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.